Cho everybody, NZ Blazin here, back with another squad builder as I've got the 2003-2004 Miami Heat team here as I've got Dwyane Wade in his rookie year, so his first year in the league at age 20 and 82 overall. Also beside him is Eddie Jones at shooting guard, and then we got Brian Grant, Karan Butler, Alonzo Mourning at the centre, Lamar Odom, Udonis Haslam, Travis Best, Raphael Olsen, LaFonso Ellis, and Damon Jones, and Brent Harrison, and then Rex Graham, and then TJ Wallace to finish it out. So we're going to simulate D Wade's rookie year. We got it on Hall of Fame, no injuries turned off, 12-minute quarters, and no trades. So we'll see how D Wade can do in his rookie year. So we'll simulate the first 4 or 5 games in his rookie year. So we'll start the simulation off. Bang, we get a dub against the Magic, then a dub against the Hornets, a dub against the Kings, then lose to the Pacers, and then a dub over the Supersonics. So they start off 4-1. So we'll look at the game against the Magic. We get a 2-point win. Miami take a 2-point win. Dwyane Wade puts up 29 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists with also 4 steals. Karan Butler with 20 points and Alston with 12. Alonzo Mourning with 9 points and 8 rebounds. Tracy McGrady put up 32 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. Then the 6-point win over the Hornets. 17 for Wesley, 16 for Mashburn. 22 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists for Eddie Jones. 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists with 3 steals for Dwyane Wade. 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 9 assists for Lamar Odom in the win. And then the win over the Kings, a 6-point win over the Kings. Lamar Odom, top scorer with 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. Dwyane Wade with 24 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. And then Peja Stojakovic put up 27 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists, with Weber also putting up 17 points and 9 rebounds. Then the loss to the Pacers. Lamar Odom top scored with 19, 4, and 3. Dwyane Wade with 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 9 assists. And Alonzo Mourning with a double-double. He got 13 points and 10 rebounds. Al Harrington with 29 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist. And Jermaine O'Neal with 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 1 assist. So he got a double-double. And then the win against the Sonics. D Wade top scored with 24 points, 2 rebounds, and 8 assists. Eddie Jones with 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. And then Lamar Odom with 13 points. Ray Allen popped off for 38 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. Rasheed Lewis with 19 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. So I'll move on with 4-1 going into middle of November. So we'll simulate through November. Take a win against the Clippers, a win against the Nets, then lose to the Wizards, lose to the Bucks, then back-to-back wins against the Pistons, and then a win over the Magic. So we'll check the Clippers win. 122-104. D Wade went off for 32 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists, with Alston also getting 19 points. McGiddy with 20 points, Richardson with 18. Then the dub over the Nets. Eddie Jones top scored with 29 points. Dwyane Wade with 25 points, 2 rebounds, and 8 assists with 3 steals. Karan Butler and Alonzo Mourning got 13 points each. Kerry Kittles with 26 points. Kenyon Martin with 22 points. Then the loss against the Wizards. Gilbert Arenas with 37 points. Stackhouse with 17. Eddie Jones with 19, 1 and 3. D Wade with 18 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists. And then we move on to the loss against the Bucks. Tim Thomas with 28 points and 9 rebounds. Red with 21 points. Lamar Odom top scored with 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. D Wade with 18 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist with 3 steals. Then the win over the Pistons. Williamson with 17. Wallace with 17, so Ben Wallace with 17, but he grabbed 21 boards. And Chancey Billups with 13. Dwyane Wade top scored with 18 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists with 6 steals. Eddie Jones with 18 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. 102-86 win. Then take the 10-point win over the Pistons. Dwyane Wade top scores again with 26 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. Caron Butler with 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. And then we check the Pistons. Rip Hamilton with 34 points. Then the win over the Magic, a 10-point win over the Magic. Tracy McGrady put up 36 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. 25 points for Howard. Eddie Jones with 28 points. Caron Butler with 26 points. Dwyane Wade with 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. So we're 9-3 going into near the end of November. So we'll simulate the end of November. Simulate through. Take a loss to the Lakers, a loss to the 76ers, a win over the Atlanta Hawks, then a loss to the Cavs. So we're 10-6 to finish off November. So we'll view the box score of the 4-point loss against the Lakers. Dwyane Wade top scored with 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. Caron Butler with 18 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists. Kobe Bryant popped off for 55 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. Shaq also put in 28 points, 14 rebounds, and 3 assists, so double-double for Shaquille. And then the loss against Allen Iverson's 76ers. Keith Van Horn with 26 points, Allen Iverson with 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists. Lamar Odom top scored with 22 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. Caron Butler with 19 points. D. Wade with 18 points, 2 rebounds, and 6 assists in the 7-point loss. Then we got a big win against the Hawks. Glenn Robinson top scored with 21. Eddie Jones with 26, 7 and 4. D. Wade with 23 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists to get the job done. Then the 2-point loss to the Cavs. Caron Butler with top scorer of 20 points. Lamar Odom with 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. Dwyane Wade fouled out for 15, 1 and 8. So the 2-point loss against the Cavs. Then we'll move on into December. So we'll simulate the first 2 weeks of December. So we take a loss to the Suns, a 122-105 loss to the Suns. 37 for Marbury, 21 points for Marion. Eddie Jones top scored with 22 points. Dwyane Wade with 21 points. Caron Butler with 14. So we'll move on through December, simulate through, take a loss. 3 losses in a row. Take a loss to the Clippers, a loss to the Blazers. Then get back on the winning ways against Seattle Sonics. Take a win against the Grizzlies, a win against the Knicks, and then lost to the Warriors. So we're 13-10 after the first 2 weeks of December. So we'll check the loss against the Clippers. Barnes put up 23 points, McGiddy with 16. 38 points for Dwyane Wade. Lamar Odom with 30. Eddie Jones with 14 points, and the Clippers end up taking it by 1 point. And then the loss to the Blazers. Wells with 34 points. Randolph with a double-double with 24 points and 10 rebounds. Dwyane Wade with 23 points, 1 rebound, and 5 assists with 2 blocks. Eddie Jones with 21 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And then the 1-point win against the Sonics. Ray Allen put up 29 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Lewis put up 25 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 assist. Lamar Odom top scored with 26 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. D. Wade struggled with 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 8 assists with 3 steals and 2 blocks. And then the win against the Grizzlies. Dwyane Wade came back and top scored with 30 points. Lamar Odom with 26 points. Eddie Jones with 19. Paul Gasol with 24 and 12, so he got a double-double. Jay Williams with 23. Jason Williams with 23 points. And then the win over the Knicks. Dwyane Wade top scored again with 29 points, 1 rebound, and 9 assists. Lamar Odom with a double-double, 22 points and 11 rebounds. Allen Houston went off for 41 points. And then the loss to the Warriors, 15-2-9 for D Wade, so he struggled out there. 13 for Eddie Jones, so Dwyane Wade was still the top scorer. Antoine Jameson with a double-double, 29 points and 10 rebounds, alongside Jason Richardson, 23 points. So we'll move on into the middle of December. So we'll simulate to the December 27th. So we'll simulate through. Take a 5-point loss to the Rockets. D Wade top scored with 19 points, 7 rebounds and 7 assists. Yao Ming top scorer with 23 points and 17 rebounds, so a double-double. And we'll simulate till the December 22nd, so it's a Knicks game. Take a bouncing L's right here. So we take a loss to the Celtics, a loss to the Raptors, and then we find the winning form back against the Knicks. So a 14-13 going into December 23rd. So we'll look at the Celtics loss. Paul Pierce put up 39 points with 8 rebounds and 7 assists. Antonio Walker with 29 points, 5 rebounds and 5 assists. Eddie Jones was top scorer with 32 points, 1 rebound, 7 assists. Dwyane Wade put up 20 points, 6 rebounds and 5 assists. Then the loss to the Raptors was a 10-point loss. Chris Bosh with 28 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Vince Carter with 19 points, 3 rebounds and 5 assists. Lamar Odom with 20 points, 6 rebounds and 6 assists. Dwyane Wade got a double-double with 17 points, 3 rebounds and 11 assists. Then the dub against the Knicks. Houston top scored with 18 points. D Wade with 27 points. Lamar Odom with 24. So we'll simulate the rest of December and start of January. So we'll simulate the January 1st. Got a win against the Cavs, got revenge against the Celtics, and then got a win against the Hawks. So we'll check the Cavs game. LeBron top scored with 28 points, 4 rebounds and 5 assists. Eddie Jones with 27 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Dwyane Wade with 20 points, 1 rebound, 6 assists. And then the win against the Celtics, our revenge win. Dwyane Wade with 25 points, Eddie Jones with 17, Antonio Walker with 25 points, and Paul Pierce with 18. And then the win over the Cavs, Atlanta Hawks, a 1-point win over the Hawks. 28 points for Caron Butler, 25 points and 10 assists for D Wade, so a double-double. 20 points for Eddie Jones, 26 points for Glenn Robinson, 24 points and 19 rebounds for Abdul Rahim, so a double-double. So we'll move on into January with a 17-13 record. So we'll simulate the first 2 weeks of January. Take a loss to the Hawks, a win against the Nets, a loss to the Kings, a loss to the Warriors, a loss to the Nuggets, a dub against the Jazz, and a loss to the Lakers. So we'll check the loss out against the Hawks. 23 points for Raheem, 23 points and 15 rebounds for Grant, so he got a double-double. Eddie Jones with 18 points, but he fouled out. Dwyane Wade with 15 points, so he struggled. Then the win against the Nets, Dwyane Wade came back and top scored with 23 points. Eddie Jones with 19. Alonzo Mourning with 19 points and 13 rebounds, so it's a double-double. Jason Kidd from the Nets with 25 points and 11 assists, so it's a double-double. 15 points for Kittles, 15 points for Martin. Then the loss to the Kings. Weber put up 33 points and 12 rebounds, so a double-double. Pager put up 22 points. 26, 7 and 4 for Dwyane Wade. 12 points for Eddie Jones. And then the loss against the Warriors. 31 points for Jameson. 30 points and 11 rebounds for Richardson. Dwyane Wade put up 22 points. Caron Butler with 22 points. Then the 1-point loss to the Nuggets. Posey with 23 points. Carmelo Anthony with 23 points and 10 rebounds, so a double-double. Eddie Jones top scored with 31 points. Dwyane Wade struggled with 22 points. Then the dub against the Jazz. 13 points and 10 rebounds for Karl Malone, so it's a double-double. Dwyane Wade with 20 points, 9 rebounds and 8 assists. Caron Butler with 19 points. Then the 6-point loss to the Lakers. Kobe Bryant put up 38 points. Shaquille O'Neal with a double-double with 29 points and 15 rebounds. Dwyane Wade top scored with 21 points. Eddie Jones with 20. Alonzo Mourning with 13. So we'll move further on into January. So we'll simulate the rest of January. So we take a loss to the Pistons. So we're 19-19 now on the season. Eddie Jones with 31 points. Dwyane Wade with 22. Rip Hamilton with 22 points. Chauncey Billups with 20. Cliff with 15. So we'll simulate through January. Resimulate, taking loss to the Pacers. Then got the dub against the Bulls. Loss to the Knicks. A dub to the Suns. And a dub against the Sixers. And a dub against the Pacers. So we'll check the loss against the Pacers. 19 points for Jermaine O'Neal with 11 rebounds, so a double-double. 22 points for Eddie Jones. 20 points for Dwyane Wade. Then the dub against the Bulls. 23 points for Dwyane Wade, who top scored. 19 points for Eddie Jones. Lamar Odom with 17. Michael Jordan put up 20 points. 14 for Fizzer. I don't know why Michael Jordan's in the Bulls, but we run it. 20 points for MJ. Fizzer with 14. Jalen Rose with 13. And then the win over the Knicks. Sorry, guys. Charlie Ward with 18. Allen Houston with 18. And then the Heat. Grant got a double-double with 14 points and 13 rebounds. D. Wade fouled out for 10 points. And then the win against the Suns. D. Wade came back after the last poor performance with 30 points. Eddie Jones with 23. Penny Hardaway with 22 points, 11 assists, so it's a double-double. Stoudemire with 16 points and 18 rebounds, so it's a double-double. Then the win over the Sixers, 28-10 for D. Wade, so it's a double-double. 19 for Allen Iverson, 14 for McKee, and Korver with 14. So the Pacers win. Alonzo Mourning with 24 points and 9 rebounds, so he's top scorer. 17 for Lamar Odom. 13 points for Dwyane Wade. 13 for Bender. So we'll move on to February 1st. So we'll simulate to February 1st. We've got a 23-21 record. Lost to the Knicks, then a win over the 76ers, then lost to the Spurs. So we've got a 24-23 record to start February. So the loss against the Knicks. Eddie Jones put up 26 points. Dwyane Wade with 22 points. Thomas with 30 points. Isley with 17. And then the win against the Sixers. Keith Van Horn with 28. Allen Iverson struggled with 11 points. Dwyane Wade with 25 points and 15 assists, so a double-double. 21 points for Lamar Odom. Then the loss to the Spurs. 26 points for Dwyane Wade, so he top scored. Eddie Jones with 14 points, but he fouled out. And then Tim Duncan with 35 points and 11 rebounds, so a double-double. Tony Parker also with a double-double with 23 points and 10 assists. So I'll move through to February. We'll move just over All-Star break. So we'll simulate through February. Took a loss to the Hawks, a dub against the Blazers, a dub to the Hornets. Sorry, guys, just trying to get over this cough, man. But we're still making content out here. Atlanta Hawks loss, 18 points for D. Wade and his top scorer. 11 points and 10 rebounds for Lamar Odom. 20 points for Glenn Robinson. Muhammad with 19. And the Hawks take that. And then we got the win over the Blazers. Eddie Jones with 24 points. Lamar Odom with 16. Caron Butler with 15. Dwyane Wade only managed 13 points. Shot 3 of 11. Zach Randolph with 19 points. Stoudemire with 18 and 10 assists. So it's a double-double. Then the win over the Hornets after All-Star break. Dwyane Wade top scored with 34 points, 5 rebounds and 5 assists. Lamar Odom with 20, and Eddie Jones with 19. Wesley with 21 points, Mashburn with 14. Take 132-77 win. So we'll simulate through February, get February done. So we take a win against the Rockets, a win against the Mavericks, then lose to the Pistons and lose to the Nets, and then take a win over the Bulls and then lose to the Spurs. So we'll check the win against the Rockets. Yao Ming with 24 points and 11 rebounds, so a double-double. Steve Francis with 23 points and 10 assists, so a double-double. Dwyane Wade top scored with 32 points, 1 rebound and 9 assists. Lamar Odom with 22 points. Eddie Jones with 20 points and 10 assists, so it's a double-double. And then the win over the Mavs, Dirk put up 20 points, 13 rebounds, so a double-double. Dwyane Wade top scored with 24 points. Grant with 21 points and 11 rebounds, so a double-double. Udonis Haslem also with a double-double with 10 points and 10 rebounds. And then the loss to the Pistons, Rip Hamilton put up 27 points. Williamson with 25. D. Wade with 21 points, but he fouled out. Lamar Odom with 16. Caron Butler fouled out with 14 points. And then the loss to the Nets, 24 points and 14 assists for Jason Kidd, so a double-double. 24 points for Jefferson, 24 points and 11 rebounds for Martin, so a double-double. 22 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists for D. Wade. 18 points for Caron Butler, 17 for Alston. And then the dub over the Bulls, Dwyane Wade with 22 points, Eddie Jones with 14, Michael Jordan with 16, Marshall with 14, Jalen Rose with 14. And then the loss to the Spurs, Tim Duncan put on a masterclass of 41 points and 19 rebounds for a double-double. And Tony Parker also got 19 points. D. Wade put on a double-double with 33 points and 10 assists. Alonzo Mourning with 19 points and Lamar Odom with 13. So we've got a 29 and 27 record to we'll finish out February. So we'll simulate through the end of February. So we take a dub against the Hornets, take a loss to the Grizzlies, and then a loss to the Wizards to start March. So we've got a 30 and 29 record going into March. So we'll check the win against the Hornets. Mashburn with 21 points, Davis with 20 points, Dwyane Wade with 20 points, Eddie Jones with 20 points, Udonis Haslem with 16. And the loss to the Grizzlies, 27 for Gooden, 18 for Swift. Lamar Odom top scored with 26 points, Caron Butler with 25, D. Wade struggled with 14. Then the loss to the Wizards to start March, D. Wade came back and top scored with 20. Eddie Jones with 16. Lamar Odom with 14. Gilbert Arenas with 19 points. Stackhouse with 19. We'll move through into March and simulate March. So we'll simulate through. Take a dub against the Bucks, a dub against the Mavericks, lose to the Nuggets, a dub against the Jazz, and then lose to the Cavs. So we'll check the dub against the Bucks. 21 points for Eddie Jones, 19 for Dwyane Wade, and 16 for Odom. 21 points for Red, 16 points for Gary Payton. And then the dub against the Mavs, 28 points for Eddie Jones, so he top scored. D. Wade fouled out with 20 points, Caron Butler with 19, Lamar Odom with the double-double with 17 and 11 assists. Grant with a double-double with 10 points and 10 rebounds. Steve Nash with a double-double with 28 points and 11 assists. Dirk Nowitzki with 23 points and Finley with 15. And then the loss against the Nuggets, D. Wade top scored with 22 points, Lamar Odom with 21, Eddie Jones with 16. Carmelo Anthony popped off for 35, with Barry with 13 and Boykins with 13. Oh man, I just hope to get rid of this cough. Trying. And then the win against the Jazz, D. Wade put up 23 points, 5 rebounds and 9 assists. Caron Butler also chipped in with 18 points. The Jazz had Karl Malone being their top scorer with 16 points, and AK with how many? 13. And then the loss against the Cavs, Ricky Davis with 28 points, LeBron with 27, Caron Butler with 20, Eddie Jones with 17. Dwyane Wade struggled with 10 points. He shot 5 of 18. So we'll move on through March. Go to the end of March. I'll go to the second week, second to end week of March. Got a win against the Hornets, lost to the Wizards, a win against the 76ers, a loss to the Magic, a win against the Raptors, and a loss to the Magic. So we'll check the win against the Hornets. 20 points for Eddie Jones, 17 for Dwyane Wade, 16 for Lamar Odom, 31 points for Mashburn, with Wesley and Brown putting up 16 each. And then the loss against the Wizards, 39 points for Stackhouse, 18 points for Gilbert Arenas, and Larry Hughes also put in 18 points, 22 points for Odom, Caron Butler with 17, Grant with a double-double with 16 points, 12 rebounds, Dwyane Wade with 13 points, but he fouled out. And then the win against the Sixers, 20 points for Dwyane Wade, Caron Butler with 16, Allen Iverson cooked with 30 points, Coleman with 16. Then the loss to the Magic, Tracy McGrady put up 35 points, 23 points for Howard, 19 points for Best, D. Wade with 17, shot 7 of 17, Rafael Olsen for 15 points, and Eddie Jones with 12. Then the win over the Raptors, 30 points for Dwyane Wade, 23 for Eddie Jones, Lamar Odom with 17, Vince Carter with 23, Chris Bosh with 23 apiece, and then Peterson with 19. Then the loss to the Magic, Dwyane Wade put up 20 points, Lamar Odom with 14, Best with 14, T-Mac put up 42 and 10, so a double-double. Jerron Howard with 17, Hedo Turkoglu with 12. So we'll move on to the end of March. We'll simulate the end of March, so we'll go to March 31st, simulate through. We'll re-simulate it, but we'll check the double against Minnesota first. 18 for Michael, Cassell with 13 points, Garnett with a double-double with 13 points, 17 rebounds. D. Wade top scored with 25 points, Eddie Jones with 19. So I'll simulate the rest of March. Take a loss to the Bulls, a dub over the Timberwolves, a dub over the Bucks, and then lose to the Bucks on the last day of March. So we'll check the game against the Bulls. So the loss, Jalen Rose put up 40 points, 17 for Michael Jordan, Tyson Chandler with 17, 33 points for Lamar Odom, 19 points for Dwyane Wade, 16 for Mourning, but Dwyane Wade fouled out. Then the win against Minnesota, Dwyane Wade came back and top scored with 27 points, Caron Butler with 20, Eddie Jones with 17, Kevin Garnett with 31 points, 11 rebounds, or double-double. And then the win against the Bucks, 1-point win, 20 points for Thomas, 18 for Kukoc, Payton with 16, Dwyane Wade top scored with 22 points and 10 assists, 17 points for Caron, 15 for Eddie Jones. Then the loss to the Bucks, Eddie Jones with 24 points, Caron Butler with 22, Alonzo Mourning with 18, Dwyane Wade fouled out for 14, Michael Redd with 24 points, Gary Payton with 17, Desmond Mason with 16. So I'll move on to April. We've got a 39 and 36 record. So we'll simulate the first 3 games in April. Simulate through. Take a loss to the Celtics, a W over the Nets, and then lose to the Pacers. So I'll check the loss against the Celtics. 27 points and 13 rebounds for Paul Pierce, or double-double. 21 points for Antonio Walker. 24 points for Dwyane Wade. 19 for Eddie Jones, with 15 from Lamar Odom. Then the win against the Nets. Richard Jefferson with 28 points. Kenyon Martin with 19. Kettles with 15. Eddie Jones with 25 points. D. Wade with 22. and Lamar Odom with 20. And then the loss against the Pacers, Bender popped off for 28 points, Harrington with 21, Jackson with 17, Jermaine O'Neal with a double-double of 15 points and 14 rebounds, 27 points for Dwyane Wade, so he top scored, 22 for Eddie Jones, 17 for Caron Butler, and 13 for Alonzo Mourning. So I got a 40 and 38 record, so I'll move on into the second week of April, so I'll simulate through, take a win against the Raptors, a win against the Wizards, then lose to the Celtics. So a 42 and 39 going into the last game. So I'll look at the win against the Raptors. Dwyane Wade went off for 36 points. Caron Butler was 16. Lamar Odom was 16. Vince Carter put up 29 points. Murray with 19. Peterson with 18. And then the win over the Wizards, 16 and 12 for Grant, so a double-double. 14 for Odom. D. Wade fouled out for 12. And then the loss against the Celtics, 44 points for D. Wade. 13 and 10 for Alonzo Mourning, so a double-double. Caron Butler with 12. Eddie Jones with 11. Then Paul Pierce with 29 points. And then Antonio Walker with 29 points and 13 rebounds, so a double-double. Then we move on to the last game of the year, of the season. Before playoffs, we've got a 42 and 39 record, so we'll play the Raptors in the final game. So we'll simulate the final game. So simulate the final game now, and we take the 107-91 win. So we get a 44 and 31, I think, as the record. Kobe Bryant with MVP, Yao Ming with Rookie of the Year, Penny Hardaway with Sixth Man of the Year, Ben Wallace with Defensive Player of the Year, and Most Improved Player goes to Michael Redd. With Coach of the Year goes to Rick Adelman with 56 and 26, so we'll advance on. All NBA First Team considers Kobe Bryant, Tracy McGrady, Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, and Shaquille O'Neal. All NBA Second Team is Jason Kidd, Allen Iverson, LeBron James, Dirk Nowitzki, and Paul Gasol. All NBA Third Team is Vince Carter, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Sean Marion, and Ben Wallace. All Defensive First Team is Kobe Bryant, Jason Kidd, Sean Marion, Tim Duncan, and Ben Wallace. All Defensive Second Team is Allen Iverson, Tracy McGrady, Kevin Garnett, LeBron James, and Shaquille O'Neal. All Rookie First Team is Yao Ming, Amari Stoudemire, Manu Ginobili, Caron Butler, and Drew Gooden. So I'll advance on. So check the playoffs. So Phoenix plays San Antonio. Sacramento play the Lakers. Minnesota play the Rockets. Dallas play the Clippers. Chicago play Miami. Philly play New York. Toronto play Washington. And the Nets play Magic. So we'll simulate game one of Miami first versus the Bulls in the playoffs. So we'll simulate round one of the playoffs. So first game. And the first game goes to the Bulls. 113-98 win. MJ put up 25 points. Marshall with 15. Dwyane Wade with 22 points. Alonzo Mourning with a double-double with 21 points and 11 rebounds. Eddie Jones with 13. So I'll move on to game two and hope Miami can get one back. And it's 2-0 to the Bulls. 128-114 win. Jalen Rose with 29. 24 points for Marshall, Crawford with 15, Scottie Pippen with 14, Michael Jordan with only 8 points, so he struggled. Dwyane Wade top scored with 17 points, Eddie Jones with 16, Grant with 16, Caron Butler with 13. See if Miami can make this a series in game 3. So we'll simulate game 3, and Miami do steal one back. 114-112. Dwyane Wade picks up 33 points. Eddie Jones with 19. Caron Butler with 15. The Bulls, Jay Williams with 20. Heinrich with 13. MJ with 13. So I'll move on to game 4. See if Miami can level the series. Simulate game 4. Oh, and that's what they do. In game 4, Miami come back. So it's a 2-2 draw now. 94-88 win. 20 points for Dwyane Wade. Alston with 17, 12 for Lamar Odom, 22 for Marshall, 21 for Jordan, and 13 for Crawford. So I'll move on to Game 5, simulate Game 5. Miami take a 3-2 lead. They take a 3-point win, 117 to 114. Michael Jordan with 25 points, Jalen Rose with 22, Scottie Pippen with 14, Eddie Jones with 27, Lamar Odom with 19, 15 for Olsen, and 12 for D Wade, so he struggled. So we'll move on to Game 6, simulate through, and Miami moved through. They win in 6 games. They end up knocking out the Bulls 4-2. So I'll view the box score. Miami win by 4 points, a 124 to 120 win. D Wade put up a double-double with 32 points and 11 assists. Eddie Jones also fouled out for 31 points. Michael Jordan with 28 points. Jalen Rose with 22 points. So we'll simulate to the second round. So we'll simulate the round. So it's going to be Lakers against the Spurs, Minnesota against the Clippers, the Nets against Toronto, and Miami play Philly in the second round. So we'll get into the second round. So we'll put this is Game 1 of the Heat against the 76ers. So we'll simulate Game 1, and Philly take Game 1. 117 to 110. Allen Iverson popped off for 32 points. Keith Van Horn also helped with 21 points. Dwyane Wade only managed 20 points. Eddie Jones with 14. Lamar Odom with 13. So move on to Game 2. Simulate through. And Philly take a 2-0 lead. And only a 4-point win though. Keith Van Horn with 27. Coleman with 18. Snow with 14. Allen Iverson with a double-double with 10 points and 10 assists. Eddie Jones with 37 points. D Wade with 19 points and 14 assists, so a double-double. See if Miami can keep the series alive in Game 3, so I'll simulate Game 3. And Miami get one back in Game 3, 115 to 104. D Wade comes out and puts up 36 points. Lamar Odom with 16. Allen Iverson with 30 points and 12 assists, so a double-double. Keith Van Horn with 15 and Coleman with 15. So I move on to a Game 4. So we'll simulate Game 4, and it's going to be 2-2 now. So 122 to 95. The 76ers are crumbling. Lamar Odom with 27, Caron Butler with 22, Eddie Jones with 20, D Wade fouled out for 7 points. Allen Iverson with 25 points, and Buckner with 14. So we'll move on to Game 5, simulate Game 5, and Philly take Game 5 to go up 3-2. 105-97 win. Allen Iverson with 22 points and 10 assists, so a double-double. McKee with 20, Coleman with 18, Mourning with 23 and 9 rebounds, Eddie Jones with 20, Dwyane Wade with 17, Lamar Odom struggled with 6 points. So we'll move on to Game 6. And Miami have been eliminated in Game 6. So D Wade's rookie team make it to the second round in the playoffs, and they get bounced by the 76ers 4-2. They end up losing 127 to 105. Eddie Jones with 29, 18 for Grant, Alston for 14. D Wade struggled in the final game for 11 points. So did Caron, he only managed 10. And Lamar Odom only managed 6. Keith Van Horn with 24, Allen Iverson with a triple-double with 21, 14, and 12, and Coleman with 19. So we'll simulate this and get to the finals. So it's going to be Lakers versus 76ers. So we'll simulate Game 1 of the finals. So we'll simulate Game 1. 76ers take Game 1, 108 to 102. Kobe Bryant with 41 points and 9 rebounds. Shaquille O'Neal with 29 points and 15 rebounds. So a double-double for Shaq. 33 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists for Allen Iverson with 18 from McKee. So move on to Game 2. Simulate Game 2. Lakers come back and level the series 1-1, taking a big 121-109 win. 36 points for Kobe Bryant, 36 points and 18 rebounds for Shaq, so a double-double. 22 points and 11 rebounds for Keith Van Horn, so a double-double, with 27 points for Allen Iverson. So I'll move on to Game 3. Simulate Game 3, and Sixers go up 2-1. 114-101, Allen Iverson with a 30-piece, 18 for Korver, 26, 6 and 11 for Kobe, so a double-double. 22 and 11 for Shaquille O'Neal, so a double-double. And we'll move on to Game 4. Simulate through. That's 2-2. So Lakers get one back, 124-113. Allen Iverson puts up 32. Satterfield with 15. 29 points for Kobe. Derek Fisher with 23 points and 10 assists. Shaquille O'Neal with 23 points and 11 rebounds, so a double-double for Shaquille O'Neal and Derek Fisher. Move on to Game 5, and the Lakers take a 3-2 lead. 134-102 win. Kobe dropped 52 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists, with Shaquille O'Neal helping with 26 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And then Allen Iverson with only 19 points, Korver with 16, McCulloch with 14 points and 11 rebounds, so a double-double. So I'll move on to Game 6, simulate Game 6, and it's 3-3, so it's going to go to a Game 7. 116-87, 31 for Allen Iverson, 21 for Kobe, 15 and 10 for Shaq, and 14 points for Derek Fisher. Move on to Game 7, simulate through, and the Lakers win it 4-3, with Kobe being the MVP, and they end up taking it 123-115, with 39 and 13 from Shaquille O'Neal and 20 points from Kobe that game. So the Lakers end up taking the 2003-2004 season 4-3 over the 76ers. D Wade's rookie team makes it to the second round and gets bounced out by the 76ers 4-2. As that's another video wrapped up. As if you guys are liking this type of content, don't forget to put a like to the video. As for all you new viewers out there, don't forget to subscribe, as I'm on that road to 1,100 subs. As appreciate everyone that hits that subscribe button. Anyway, that's NZ Blasian out, and we'll catch you in the next video. NZ Blasian out.